Good. What's going on, guys? It's Shane here, and I'm here with the Devilibus starting line HVLP spray gun, and I'll be showing you how to disassemble and reassemble a gun. Today, I will be using the spray gun tomorrow, so I want to make sure there's no inner coatings that can mess with the paint in any way at all. So this has the 1.3 tip in it, and I just want to show y'all how to disassemble and reassemble the correct way. And so let's get to the video. Alright, but the first thing you're going to do is you're going to tip the spray gun upside down so all the paint that's still left in the gun will drain down into the bucket. You got to make sure that your lid is on nicely or it will run out, of course. So alright, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and unscrew the paint. Alright, and whenever you do it, all of it should be in here, but there will be some that drips out, so make sure you have a nice paper towel laid out if there was paint in this gun. Alright, so you're going to have your little jar of lacquer thinner off to the side, and you're going to always do this because there's no matter what you do, there's still going to be paint built up in here. So you're going to pull down the trigger all the way. And then you're going to let your lacquer thinner run down inside of the gun, and it will come out the tip of it, so that way it clears all of it out in here, and whenever you take off the cap, it won't leak everywhere. Alright, so whenever you run your lacquer thinner all the way through it and the fluid starts coming out clear, you can let go and you can stop pouring it all out, and you can just make sure all of it drips out. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unscrew the tip of the spray gun, and you're going to set that off to the side. Later on we'll spray all of it in here out with lacquer thinner to make sure that it looks exactly like this whenever we are done. Alright, so we're going to set that off to the side. Alright, and the next thing we are going to do, we are going to unscrew the needle back here. See, the number one thing you need to do is be careful of the spring, because if you're just unscrewing it, it will shoot out and you can lose a spring, and you need this spring to paint. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're just going to pull out this needle. Alright, this 1.3 tip from Devilibus in the starting line kit. Alright, now the next thing we are going to do is we're going to take this tip off. And all your kits should come with the paint gun wrench. If you get like a SATA or the higher up, not the starting line Devilibus, it will have a little handle down here in the bottom, and it will be a little bit higher quality. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pop that loose. And y'all got to be careful whenever you get the Devilibus starting line, because sometimes these are really, really tight. Whenever I first got this one, whenever I was just messing around with it, whenever I first bought it, I couldn't get this out, so I had to actually go out to the garage and get a ratchet with a socket on it to break this loose. Alright, so whenever you start getting this, you'll get it out, and that's what it's going to look like. Alright, you're going to set that off to the side again. Alright, and then your inside should look like this. If you have like the higher quality, you'll have a seal in here just for extra protection so nothing leaks out, no air leaks or anything. So you're getting constant PSI out of the tip of the gun. Alright, so now what you're going to do, you're going to run some more lacquer thinner through here and just look inside and make sure it's all cleared. And then you're going to spray some in here to get, because there will be paint built up right through here, and you're going to get all of that out so it looks silver again, and there won't be any paint anywhere, because cleanliness is the number one key whenever you are painting a vehicle or whatever you are painting with the spray gun. Alright, so whenever you get all that, you're just going to set this off to the side, and you're going to take your pieces, and I'm going to lay it out here for y'all so you can see. Alright, first thing you're going to do, you're going to, because there'll be only paint on this up to about right here on your needle. So you're going to spray that off. You're going to take your cloth. You're going to have lacquer thinner on. You're going to just rub it around in the cloth like that. So you can, I don't know if you can or not, but there is a coating on this that just came off of my finger, oily coating. So you will have to get all of that off of your spray gun before you use it. Alright, so whenever you get that all clean, you're just going to lay that off to the side. And then you're going to spray all this with the lacquer thinner and wipe it off with your rag. It really helps if you have a Q-tip that you can just dip it in some lacquer thinner and rub it around the sides, and that way you can get it all nice and clean, so it'll look all nice and polished like this is. Alright, with the spring you really don't have to do much with it. Just do not lose it, because there will not be paint that gets that far back in the spray gun. Alright, so I'm going to lay that off to the side. And this right here is the number one thing you have to get perfectly clean, because this is where all the paint will be running through. So if this is clogged up inside of here, you are getting no paint or air in through it. And if there is just a little bit of paint buildup, whenever the air starts going through here, it will flake out and it'll come off in your paint job, and it can ruin a paint job. So you really have to make sure this is the number one thing that is spotless clean. So you're going to take your lacquer thinner, you're going to pour it in here, and you're just going to let it drip out the bottom. And in your kits there will be a little cleaner that you'll stick in here. Is it paused? Yeah. Alright guys, sorry about that, my camera died. But this is what all came in my Devilibus starting kit. We got a nice toothbrush looking scrubber that we can clean the insides out. Just make sure we can get in all the corners with the bristles. Alright, and this will be going inside of your paint gun. This is really helpful whenever you're trying to get inside there, because that lacquer thinner will not get every little nook and cranny inside here, but this will. Alright, and so whenever you have this perfectly clean, you will screw this back on. So this is the reassembly section. Alright, so you'll get that, and it don't have to be Hercules tight. You know, you'll just put that in there, and you'll get it nice and snug, and then there you go, you are golden. Alright, now what you're going to do next is you're going to stick your needle, 1.3 needle through, and it will get tough, just a little bit through, and then it will just pop right in the rest of the way. And now what you are going to do, you're going to get your spring, and you're going to slide it on in there, and you're going to have to push it in a little bit, because if you just twist it, it will not be on the threads. So you're going to push it in a little bit, then you'll be in the threads. And then there you go, your spring is now in. And now what you're going to do, you're going to take your cap, and you're going to screw your cap on. And you're going to make sure that your tip is completely sideways, perfectly. And now you're going to screw the paint can back on if you're going to go paint some more. But if not, your paint gun is clean. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Thank you.